We're very lucky to have Nisha Ajmani here from the Desert Water Agency and talking about National Work Zone Awareness Week. Now, this campaign was created to encourage safe driving through work zones, which is so important. It's important for, the guys and gals who are working on our roads, streets, but also our infrastructure.
That's right. So, of course, as you're driving throughout the valley, you'll notice construction taking place. It could be a city repairing streets, or in our case, we're often out there replacing or fixing leaky pipes.
And you guys have something like 500 miles of pipe throughout the valley, is it?
Right. We have about 425 miles of pipeline throughout our service area.
Well, you need to get busy building. You need to make it 500.
We'll probably get there eventually.
No doubt.
Yeah, so our crews, you'll often see them out in the streets, and it's important to remember to slow down and help us ensure the safety of our workers as they work to make sure we have reliable water in our homes and businesses.
You've got a couple of big pipeline replacement projects going, and I'm just looking at my notes here. You've got Racket Club Estates, and that should be completed next month.
Yes, this one is expected to wrap up in May, and then we have a second project in the historic tennis club area and downtown, which started this month and is expected to be finished either end of May or early June.
Okay. But it's important to note that these are going on,
yes.
And so there's going to be some interruptions of service at some point, but it also for folks driving through the neighborhoods.
Right. The biggest impact is construction throughout the project as we're installing that pipeline. Mm-hmm. And then towards the end of the project, there will be short water service outages.
Now, out in more the northern part of the city, you're working on meter replacement as well.
Yes. We have 3 communities that our meter replacement project started this week, actually. We have a Mountain Gate community, and then also the Windy Point and Palm Springs Oasis area. Now, I really want to note that not everyone in these communities will receive a meter replacement. It's based on the lifespan of the meter, which is typically about 20 years.
Okay, now, full disclosure, I'm not in DWA. I'm in Coachella Valley Water District.
Okay.
I just had my meter replaced, and my bill went up. Is it a coincidence? Or can those old meters be off a little?
Sometimes they can be a little bit off, especially as they reach the end of their lifespan. That's why we're out there replacing them.
Gotcha.
I don't know that it should be that much of a difference, but you could definitely contact Coachella Valley Water District and ask them about that. A little bit of a difference, but that's not your agency's problem, right? Right. Well, but we're happy to answer questions like that.
Yeah.
If you call into the office.
You also have great conservation programs, and people can find lots of ways to save water and keep that water bill down on your website.
That's right, and we have tips for discovering if maybe you have a leak at your property and other conservation tips as well.
All right, when people are getting their meters replaced, this is a pretty quick process. I think my water was off for a grand total of about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes about, we say 10 to 20 minutes just to give us a little window there, and you'll be notified at the time of the meter replacement. If you're home and you tell us it's not a good time, we'll arrange to come back at a different time.
Oh, great. Well, that makes it a lot easier. But it really is, and I can tell you from experience, it just happened at my house, and it was really quick and easy, and they were in and out. I think the water is actually, it was less than 10 minutes. So as you're driving around, especially with those big construction projects, now they are both nearing completion. So by the end of next month, we'll just be done with those.
Those ones will be wrapped up. I believe we do have another one coming in the fall.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, it's always important to keep the infrastructure sound, and you guys are always replacing the older pipeline and infrastructure equipment and keeping it all up to date.
Right, that helps us make sure that your water supply is more reliable.
All right, you guys do a great job. And if you want more information, you can go to DWA.org. It's all right there, including a lot of great conservation tips. They have programs to help replace turf and give you automated watering that is on the internet, so it's all Wi-Fi controlled. It's terrific stuff. Let's get back over to Garrett.
All right.